Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing Transformers WFC Earthrise Runamuck. Now this is a figure that is technically a two-parter because it's like he has a twin slash brother called Runabout, and they're very silly, and I missed out on them totally when they first came out, and then on the aftermarket it was like $80 as opposed to the retail of $37.99 Canadian. And I was really lucky, and I just found this randomly at my local GameStop at the time, and it was retail, and I was really happy to get this, so it was a huge one in my books. So opening up, we're starting off with this red piece right here of clear plastic, and I might have had this in previous Earthrise figures, but to this day it still feels like a waste of time, unless maybe it would go on the windshield of a vehicle. It's kind of useless, but either way, that does not really impact my review of this figure because this is a very fun and cool looking figure. Now the twins both turn into these muscle cars, and I don't remember much of them from the G1 series in terms of if they're quirky, funny, stoic, but in the War for Cybertron series they weren't really in there. So with that being said, I still like the fact that the concept of them is like they're twins and they turn into muscle cars. I was actually thinking of getting some third-party masterpieces one day. Anyways, in terms of articulation, we got the standard deluxe class 90-degree angles, which is fun. And he has a little bit of a backpack, but that's fine. In terms of accessories, he comes with just his little gun, and that's also totally fine for the price point. He has ankle tilt, and the instructions are pretty short and simple, so that's always a plus, especially for what we're paying. I like it when it's not overly complicated and it still ends up looking good in both modes. And as long as the transformation isn't a pain, it gets bonus points in that department too. So to start off, let's twist his lower body by 180 degrees, and then we're going to connect the legs together and the feet together as well. And then after that, you kind of untab the knees and you can shimmy and slide down the legs like so. And then they do kind of click in, not super satisfyingly. And then after that, you can fold the feet inwards and then it will form the front of the car. After that, you can take the head, untab it, and then slide it in and then hide it into his chest piece. And then the hands are pretty simple. You just have to hide the hands by folding them inwards and then rotating by 90 degrees the forearms. Then you're able to collapse everything upwards. Now the first time it just took a little bit of extra force to get them unpinned because who knows how long this figure has been in robot mode for storage. And then after that you're able to slide everything together and even tab things in. Now, it doesn't always tab in super nicely, but I find that it's like a 75% success rate, so I'm not complaining about that. And then finally, you just have to take out the wheels from the backpack, and then you're able to just collapse everything in, make sure the front windshield is in its place, so you do have to shimmy that over a little bit. But after all that, it will kind of click into place, and then you have a really nice looking muscle car. Just like this. And I find it's really nice. You have the Decepticon logo on the top, it's white and gold, and he does have gun storage, or I guess an attack mode if you put the gun on top. So it's pretty fun. This is what Cliff Jumper could have been. But yeah, it's 10 out of 10. I love it. It's very short, sweet, and simple. Although I never did end up picking up Cliff Jumper from the War for Cybertron series, so for all I know, this is the same mold. Either way, it's very simple. You just need to take off the backpack, untwist and open up the hands, make sure they get put into place. Taking out the head can be a little tricky because the chest piece doesn't bend down as much as I'd like it to, but with like a sharp object or nails or something, you're able to sort of get it out. I'm sure there's a more productive way, but I left this part in just so you can see that it can be a little frustrating. After that, it's just a matter of undoing the front of the car and the legs, making sure everything is as it's supposed to be, that black piece does not bend all the way upwards, so just leave it down. It'll help with figure stability. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments below, but this is Runamuck, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.